Good morning, dear cadets. So yesterday I was teaching you the oxidation of alcohol. Okay. So oxidation of alcohol, theoretical aspects study only I have completed. Alcohol can be oxidized. One more thing is there. Oxidation is the reaction where alkyl group means CH bond and OH both bond gets broken. Okay. You know this one study only we have discussed so many things about this one. Okay. Today I am going to teach you the reactions. Theory I told you that if alcohol is subjected for oxidation in presence of strong oxidizing agent, then its final product is carboxylic acid. But if alcohol is subjected for oxidation in presence of mild oxidizing agent like CrO3, then their oxidation can be checked at or stopped at aldehyde and ketonic stage only. And study I made you diagram also that alcohol oxidize into aldehydes ketone which further oxidize into carboxylic acid. But if you want to stop the oxidation of alcohol at aldehyde and ketonic stage, then you have to take the mild oxidizing agent like CrO3. One more oxidizing agent I told you, PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate. So they are the selective reagent, means they oxidize allylic and benzylic alcohol. Other alcohol they do not oxidize. They are very weak oxidizing agent. But they have also got the importance. What is their importance? Since they are selective reagent, so they do not affect the double bond present in allylic and benzylic alcohol. They oxidize only OH group, okay, alcoholic group only. So all the three reactions I am tasked to complete today, okay. So here I wrote oxidation of alcohol in presence of strong oxidizing agent. Strong oxidizing agent is this one only. In place of K2Cr2O7 you can take Na2Cr2O7. No problem at all. Now once we have discussed where K2Cr2 should be used and where Na2Cr2O7 is used. Na2Cr2O7 should be used in organic chemistry. K2Cr2O7 should be used in volumetric analysis. So instead of K2Cr2O7 we should have taken this one Na2Cr2O7. Okay. If you will write K2Cr2O7 then also it doesn't make much difference because this is also oxidizing agent. Okay. So first one is oxidation of primary alcohol. Okay. So theoretical aspect I wrote, first it oxidizes into aldehyde and further into carboxylic acid. Formed aldehyde and carboxylic acid contains same number of carbon atom as has been contained by the alcohol. This second point is very important. Okay. Now on this basis only we will distinguish between 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alcohol. Just see. Take one primary alcohol R, C, H, H and OH. RCH2 group is there, that is why it is primary alcohol. You know the difference between primary alcohol RCH, HOH. This is 1 degree alcohol. RCROH. This is 2 degree alcohol. This is 1 degree, this is 2 degree. 3 degree alcohol R, C and OH. Means just see, here OH group is bonded with 1 degree carbon atom. Here OH group is bonded with 2 degree carbon atom. R means CH3 group. Okay. And here OH is bonded with 3 degree carbon atom. Okay. That is why it is tertiary alcohol. Okay. So all basics are ready. Raw material is ready. Now we have to process the product. Okay. So this is now here what should be there? Nascent oxygen. From where nascent oxygen will come? Nascent oxygen will come when concentrate H2SO4 react with Na2Cr2O7 and reaction, you know, in the inorganic chemistry we have discussed this one. Okay, how they are reacting and evolving the nascent oxygen. Now number of nascent oxygen I did not write here. Okay, now just see here. Now here product will be RCH double bond O. Okay. Now just see. Try to understand. What I taught you under the means during the course of oxidation, CH bond is also broken and OH bond is also broken. Okay, so just see here, here you write in this way, this H and now this nascent oxygen. Now this bond will be broken from here. Okay, so H and now you take 2 oxygen, not required, H and this oxygen minus H2O. Okay, now this bond will be here. So now double bond is generated. Just see, aldehyde you have got here. How many carbon atom? 2 carbon atom is there, and here also how many? 1 2 carbon atom is there. Now just see, further you take same oxidizing agent, concentrate H2SO4 plus R/K2Cr2O7. Okay, so again it will furnish the nascent oxygen only. Okay, so now just try to understand. R, this time just see, RCOOH, just see, this oxygen will be added here. So what will be the product? RC double bond O. Okay, and double bond O, I am not doing anything, just see, RC double bond O is as such written. Now this side what is there? H is there, add 1 OH, so this is RC/OH. Carboxylic acid you have got or not? Just see, how many carbon atom it has got? 2 carbon atom only it has got. So just see here, in this reaction what is happening? In this reaction, carboxylic acid means, in this reaction alcohol means aldehyde and carboxylic acid is formed during the course of oxidation of 1 degree alcohol, and they are containing same number of carbon atom as has been contained by 1 degree alcohol. Okay, over. Now what about 2 degree alcohol? So just see, for taking 2 degree alcohol I will do one thing. Just see, in this reaction only I will edit. Okay, 2 degree alcohol means here what is there? R. Now this has become now 2 degree alcohol. Okay, now here also take R. So now what you have got? This time now you have got the ketone. Okay, ketone you have got or not? Here also how many carbon atom is there? 3 carbon atom. Here also 3 carbon atom. Now if you are oxidizing it further, so now changes would be there. One product would be, just see. Okay, now this R, it is better to fill here CH3 group, then explanation would be better. Okay, now I am explaining this one, secondary alcohol. Take here CH3. Okay, CH3, here also CH3. Okay, this side also just take CH3, here also take CH3. This is 2 degree alcohol only. Now just see here. Now in this case what would be there? This is correct only, minus H2O will come out. Okay, 1 nascent oxygen. Now ketone you will have, ketone number of carbon atom is 3 only. Now here problem would be there, CH3 C, one product will be this one only, CH3 C double bond O and OH, and this bond will also be broken. 1H CH2H, right? This is CH3 only, CH2 and H. So just see here, 1H will be here only, with this H, O will be bonded. So R here write CH3COOH, CH3COOH. Another group is this one, CH2. So CH2, okay, and O2. Now how many oxygen atom? 3 oxygen atom is required here. Just see, 1 for this H, OH, and 2 oxygen for this one, O2. So this can be written HCOOH. Just count, CH2O2 means HCOOH. Now just see, here 3 carbon atom, here 3 carbon atom, but here only 2 carbon atom is there, and this will be further, this is unstable carboxylic acid, formic acid. this will be dissociated into CO2 plus H2O. So just see, during the course of oxidation of 2-degree alcohol, form ketone contains same number of carbon atom as has been contained by the alcohol, but form carboxylic acid contains 1 carbon atom less than ketone and alcohol, which is subjected for oxidation. Here only 2 carbon atom is there, you can check. Okay, so that is the difference between oxidation of 1 degree and 2 degree alcohol. Oxidation of 1 degree and 2 degree alcohol. Okay, OH3 CH2O2. Yes, I am counting the number of oxygen atom. Only 3 is required only. CO2 H2. Actually, including this one here, 4 oxygen is required. Please add 4 oxygen, because this will be CO2 and H2O. 1 more oxygen is required. Okay, so total 4 oxygen is required. If you don't want to write this one CH2O2 or SCOOH, directly write this product, because in the book they have mentioned. Actually, first this one is formed. You write directly this one CO2 and H2O. Okay, CO2 plus H2O. But remember, they have come from this acid only. Okay, no problem. Yes. So this is the oxidation of 2-degree alcohol. What about the oxidation of 3-degree alcohol? Now I will write and will edit here only. So just see here, tertiary alcohol. Okay, oxidation of tertiary alcohol. It does not oxidizes easily because carbon containing OH group does not contain H atom. Okay, just see, this is 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree alcohol. Just see, in 1 degree alcohol, this carbon atom is containing OH group. Here 2 hydrogen is there, that is why 1 degree. Now you can ask, what is the importance of hydrogen atom? If this carbon atom is containing, just see, if this carbon atom is having hydrogen, so just see, just add 1 oxygen and this will be converted into COOH group. Okay, correct or not? But see, in 3 degree case, this carbon atom which is bearing OH group does not have hydrogen. Then to get converted into carboxylic acid, what it has to? It has to abstract the hydrogen from these R group which is there. Correct or not? That is why 3 degree alcohol undergoes oxidation with great difficulty. So what is the order of oxidation of alcohol? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 degree alcohol very easily will undergo oxidation because it contains 2 hydrogen with this carbon atom to which OH is bonded. Okay, so first point is this one only. It does not oxidize easily because carbon containing OH group does not contain H atom. First during the oxidation of tertiary alcohol, alkene is formed, which further undergoes cleavage of CC bond and form ketone, which further oxidizes into carboxylic acid. Both ketone and carboxylic acid contains lesser number of carbon atom than that of starting alcohol. Just see here, this is 3 degree alcohol, CH3. Here what is there? CH3, this is OH. Okay, now here what should be there? Oxidation in presence of strong oxidizing agent only. Concentrate H2SO4 oblique K2Cr2O7. Correct? Now try to understand here. Simple. Now minus here H2O. Okay, so just see here. Now 1 H, you write this one CH2H. So this OH and this H will come out, H2O. Okay, so what is the product here? CH3, CH3. Now we can write double bond CH2. Alkene is the product or not? Now here oxygen will be added. Oxygen will be added, and same oxidizing agent you have to use here. Concentrate H2SO4 oblique K2Cr2O7. Okay. Now just see. So when you add oxygen here, so what will be the product? CH3 CH3 double bond O, ketone is formed, and now rupturing of carbon, this bond will be broken. This bond will be broken. Okay, broken or not? So now here oxygen will be there. So here HCOOH is formed. So total how many oxygen is required? 2 oxygen here, 1 oxygen here, 3 oxygen. Correct? Now actually, yes, 3 oxygen only. So now this is ketone and this is carboxylic acid. This is ketone and this is carboxylic acid. Now try to understand here. See how many carbon atom it is having. This is having 4 carbon atom. Okay. Now alkene, this is also having 4 carbon atom only, but this ketone is having 3 carbon atom, and this is also having less carbon atom only. Okay. Have you got this one or not? Now actually this will further oxidize. This will further oxidize. So this will be oxidized into CH3, C double bond O is there, and here what would be there? 1 oxygen you add H, OH. Correct or not? See, CH3, 1 H will come out from here. So this is OH, and further here what would be there? HCOOH. Okay. This CH2 group will be here and it will form HCOOH. Okay. Any problem here? No problem. And as you know, this is unstable. So it will form CO2 and H2O. Okay. So here also how many oxygen is needed? Here CH3 already C1O is there, and here 2O. 2 oxygen is needed. Okay. Have you got this one or not? So this is there. So here also how many carbon atom? 2 carbon atom. So form ketone is undergoing oxidation. Remember this one. So in this way what we can say? Now whatever ketone and carboxylic acid is formed, they contain lesser number of carbon atom as has been contained by the tertiary alcohol. So in this way the oxidation of alcohol in presence of oxidizing agent is completed. In presence of strong oxidizing agent is completed. Now oxidation of alcohol in presence of CrO3, mild oxidizing agent. Okay, mild oxidizing agent. So there is no need to form the carboxylic acid. Now oxidation of 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree alcohol can be checked at aldehyde and ketonic stage only. Remember, CrO3 will not oxidize tertiary alcohol. Reason I told, because this tertiary carbon atom which is bearing OH does not contain the hydrogen. Okay, and CrO3 is a mild oxidizing agent. So it cannot oxidize the 3 degree, but it can oxidize the 1 degree and 2 degree alcohol. How? Just I will write. Okay, so now oxidation of alcohol in presence of CrO3, mild oxidizing agent. This is anhydrous. Okay, this is chromium trioxide you can say, or chromium, you can write like that, chromium bracket 6 oxide. So this is 6 is indicating here oxidation state of chromium. 6 is the oxidation state of chromium, and this should be anhydrous. Okay, so oxidation of alcohol, which 1 degree alcohol. So 1 degree alcohol is R, CH, H and OH. Okay, now here write CrO3 and don't forget to mention anhydrous. okay, anhydrous. So now just try to understand here and here, that would be, what is the name of oxidation? The other name of oxidation is dehydrogenation. So remove this one, H and H. What is there? RCOH, that is aldehyde. RCH double bond O, aldehyde only. You have got aldehyde. And now this is a mild oxidizing agent. It can't oxidize this one aldehyde into carboxylic acid. Over. So now we have checked the oxidation of alcohol at aldehydic stage only. So the oxidation product of 1 degree alcohol in presence of CrO3 is aldehyde. What about 2 degree alcohol? 2 degree alcohol, just take R, C, here R, here H, OH. This is 2 degree alcohol or not? Now oxidize this one, CrO3. Here what is there? Anhydrous. Okay. Now just see here. This H and this H. This will be broken. H and H. So what is the product here? R, C, R, double bond O. Ketone you have got. Ketone you have got or not? So just see. Now it can't be, means ketone further cannot be oxidized, because this one is a mild oxidizing agent. It cannot oxidize aldehyde and ketones. So you have got this one. 3 degree alcohol does not, means oxidation of 3 degree alcohol does not take place due to absence of H atom at OH bearing carbon atom. Just see here, this carbon atom does not contain hydrogen, because this, during the course of oxidation of alcohol, just see, this hydrogen is how much important. Okay. Now if this hydrogen is removed, then only ketone and aldehyde will be formed. One thing, if this hydrogen is there, then only one oxygen will be added and they will be converted into COOH, carboxylic acid, because the functional group of carboxylic acid is C. What is the functional group of carboxylic acid? C double bond O and H. So if alcohol contain this H, so that H is only present here. Okay. So if alcoholic group containing carbon atom, if H is there, then their oxidation is easy. Remember this one. Okay. In organic chemistry, what should be there? First theory should be understood, then reaction will be there. And I have not taught anything extra. Just see here, the page number 332, everything is written. Only the thing is, here they have not given systematically. So whatever information were there, I have systematized them. Okay. Over this one, all the information is there. Now third one oxidation is oxidation by PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate. So study only I taught you so many things about the pyridinium chlorochromate. So just today I will mention PCC only. What I will mention? PCC. Okay. Further I will not tell. So just see here, right? Oxidation of alcohol. Third one, oxidation of alcohol, oxidation of alcohol by PCC. Okay, pyridinium chlorochromate. Okay, so I am taking this alcohol C. Already I told you PCC is better oxidizing agent for benzylic and allylic alcohol. So take one benzylic alcohol. Okay. Let me check in NCERT what example they have given. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this example only they have given. Double bond here, here CH3, here H, here also H, here CH2OH. So this is allylic alcohol or not? Allylic alcohol. Now oxidation by CrO3. One more thing is about these reactions. Just see, this H and H, they will come out, and here what they will form? Minus H2O. in NCERT book they have not given minus H2O, but this is oxidizing agent, so it will furnish one nascent oxygen. So H here and one oxygen, this one minus H2O. Same thing is here also. Because what is the meaning of oxidizing agent? Substance which furnishes nascent oxygen. It may be one or more than one, so they are mild oxidizing agents, so the number of nascent oxygen is less, but they are furnishing. Now just see here. Now here what would be there? C. One H, you write this one like that. C, CH and H. So this bond and this bond will be broken. Okay, are you getting my point or not? If problem is there, so this reaction I can write this side also. Just see. C, CH3, CH, double bond CH, CH3, and here what is there? PCC. Okay, now this is CH2OH. So CH2OH can be written like that also. So this bond and this bond will be broken. So PCC will also give one nascent oxygen. Okay, so minus H2O, and here what would be there? Just see here. CH3, CH, double bond CH and CH, just see here. CH and O is there, O is there, only H and H has come out. Okay, PCC. So this is selective reagent. Same thing here also you can write. CH3, CH, double bond CH and CHO. Okay, aldehyde, croton aldehyde you have got. What is the name of this product? Croton aldehyde. Yes, it is croton aldehyde. In NCERT book product name they have not given. Okay, so this is there. You can go for this one or this one. Now both way, R I am writing. Either follow this one or this one. Both are same thing. Okay. Please don't write CrO3. Here PCC. PCC. So this is croton aldehyde. And what is the speciality of this one? Just see. This PCC has not affected carbon-carbon double bond. It oxidizes only CH2OH only. Just check here. It has affected only CH2OH group only. That is why it is called selective reagent. Selective. In this way the oxidation of alcohol is completely completed. Now next reaction is dehydrohalogenation reaction of alcohol. Okay, so let us move to the another chemical property of alcohol. 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alcohol. That is dehydrogenation of alcohol in presence of copper powder at 573 Kelvin. So you know copper powder is a reducing agent. Okay, what is this one? Reducing. Just see here. Dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen molecules. Removal of H2 molecules. Okay, just see. First write down the 1 degree alcohol. R, C, H, H and OH. Okay, then write 2 degree alcohol. R, C, H, R, OH. Okay, then write this side. Write 3 degree alcohol. R, C, R, OH. Okay, now here write copper powder. Copper powder 573 Kelvin temperature. Okay, here also write copper powder POWDER 573 Kelvin temperature. Here also write copper powder 573 Kelvin temperature. Okay, now just see here. This is 1 degree. Now if you are having any problem, in place of R you can fill the CH3 group. Okay, now in NCERT book they have given with the R only. Now you can take 3 degree alcohol also. Now in this case especially take CH3 only. CH3 Okay, CH3. Okay, just see. Dehydrogenation, break this bond and break this bond. Okay, so when you break this bond, then what would be there? Plus H2. What is left now? RCH. And here what is there? Double bond. Okay, actually this when H will come out, it will leave their electron here. So double bond. Oh, what is the product here? Aldehyde. Aldehyde. Okay, aldehyde is there or not? Now in this case what would be there? This bond and this bond will be broken. Just see, this is broken from here. So what is left now? R, C, R, and here what is there? Double bond O. Ketone is the product. Ketone is the product. In this case, just see, here one thing is there. Here rupturing of carbon-carbon bond would be taken place. How? Just see here. CH2H, write this one. Okay, so this bond will be broken. This bond would be broken, correct? And instead of this bond, here what would be there? Just see, just a minute. This bond will be broken. Okay, actually the 3-degree alcohol there, this is tertiary butyl alcohol, 3-degree alcohol. So in 3-degree alcohol, this bond H and OH. So here what would be there? H2O. 3-degree alcohol dehydrogenation is not there. 3-degree alcohol undergoes dehydration. Not dehydrogenation, dehydration in presence of copper powder at 573 Kelvin temperature. See, dehydration means removal of water molecules. Removal of water molecules. Why it has happened? Because carbon bearing OH does not contain hydrogen. Otherwise, from where H will come out? Just tell me. Because carbon bearing OH does not contain the hydrogen. Then what it will do? This H and this OH will come out. So the H2O is there or not? And now here the product is alkene. Just see, CH3, C, here CH3, and here what is there? Double bond CH2. Now double bond would be there now because this H will go. So what is the product here? The product is 1, 2, 3, 2-methyl prop 1 ene. 2-methyl prop 1 ene. Okay, so for 1-degree and 2-degree alcohol, this is dehydrogenation, but for 3-degree alcohol, this is dehydration. You should remember. Now it is mentioned in the NCERT book also. You should remember. For 1-degree, 2-degree alcohol, this is dehydrogenation. Here you can write note. What is the note here? For 1-degree, 2-degree alcohol, this process is dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation. But for 3-degree alcohol, it is dehydration. Okay, over. This is, in this way all the chemical property of alcohol is over. Now at page number 332, in the box they have given something. That I will explain. What is that one? Okay, so just see, in the box of NCERT book, they have explained something. What is that one? Biological oxidation of methanol and ethanol. Just understand this one. This is methanol formula, this is ethanol formula. Just now I have finished the oxidation of alcohol. So methanol will be enzyme in body. What is there? Enzyme is there. So enzymatic oxidation would be there in our body. If methanol and ethanol is there in our body, so methanol will be oxidized into methanol. What is methanol? Formaldehyde, SCHO. Okay. Now it will further oxidize into methanoic acid, formic acid. IUPAC name of formic acid is methanoic acid. This methanoic acid is very harmful because it affects our optical nerve and causes blindness and even death. What about this one, ethanol? Ethanol will be oxidized into enzymatic oxidation only. Oxidized into ethanol means acetaldehyde, which further will be oxidized into ethanoic acid. Now just see, this carbon is containing H. So simply just you add one oxygen to this oxygen, this will be converted into COOH. That is why 1 degree alcohol easily gets oxidized, because carbon bearing OH contain hydrogen. So the oxidation is easy. Okay, that is not our topic. Just since here structure was there, that is why I have explained. So ultimately what is there? The enzymatic oxidation of ethanol, or you can say the final product of enzymatic oxidation of ethanol is ethanoic acid, acetic acid, and this acetic acid is not harmful for our body. Okay, so this is the root of biological oxidation of methanol and ethanol. Okay, now just see, come back this side, denatured alcohol. Have you heard about this one? Generally what is there? From the government side, only drinking of ethanol is permitted, means up to certain level or up to certain extent drinking of ethanol is permitted. Methanol is not permitted, but try to understand, the cost of ethanol is more and the cost of methanol is less. So in the wine, what people are doing, instead of ethyl alcohol, they are adding methyl alcohol to maximize their profit. Okay, now just see, alcohol means, denatured alcohol means alcohol which is mixed with ethanol mixed with methanol. Alcohol means generally we know ethanol, but if in this ethanol methyl alcohol or methanol is mixed, so this is known as denatured alcohol, because the original nature of alcohol we have disturbed. Okay, now person, you might have heard about the spurious drink or what to say, drinking of poisonous wine. So many people are died. Now in our country, many places this type of news is doing the buzz. Sometime in Bihar, sometime in UP, sometime in Punjab. What is there? People are fond of wine, but instead of natured alcohol or original alcohol, they are drinking the denatured alcohol. Then what would happen if denatured alcohol reached to our body? Just see, the person suffering, what would happen? Just see, if methanol is also reached in our body, so this will follow this route only for biological oxidation. Okay, and what it will form ultimately? Methanoic acid, and methanoic acid will affect our optical nerve and make us blind and even death also. Okay, but if the person is suffering from methanol poisoning, means if they have drank denatured alcohol, then what kind of treatment they should be given? They should be given intravenous injection of ethanol. Means just see, already they have taken enough quantity of denatured alcohol, but still doctor is suggesting give him the intravenous injection of ethanol. Why? Just see, simple thing here only. See, for the oxidation of methanol to methanoic acid, enzymatic action is responsible, correct? Now, if person is suffering from methanol poisoning, if ethanol is injected in his body, so the enzyme which was earlier oxidizing methanol into methanoic acid, they will switch over to this side. Means they will start oxidizing this one, ethanol. Okay. Reason, ethanol is more reactive than methanol. So those enzyme earlier what in our means a person who is suffering from methanol poisoning in his body, what is there? Only methanol is there. So that is why all enzymes they were oxidizing this one only. They were oxidizing this methanol. They were following this route. But the moment intravenous injection of ethanol is given, then they will start oxidizing ethanol into ethanoic acid. Okay. So all those enzymes, they switch over to this one. Switch over to this path. So when they will switch over to this path, no one is there. No enzyme is free to oxidize methanol into methanoic acid. And methanoic acid is only harmful, and a person may be saved. Correct or not? And meantime, kidney will get the time to excrete the methanol. Correct or not? Because all those enzymes, now they are oxidizing the ethanol into ethanoic acid. So now in our body, methanol will be as such. Okay. Now by the time kidney will have enough time to excrete that methanol through excretory system, through urine, and now our body, our life can be saved. So this is all about the person who are suffering from poisoning of methyl alcohol, and this is given here. Okay. In this way, this is also completed. Now chemical properties of phenol. So chemical properties of alcohol is over. Now chemical property of phenol is left. Okay, so now alcohol is finished. Now chemical properties of phenol. Okay, so what is the phenol molecules? Just see here. This is phenol. If you see carefully, phenol is having this structure. Okay, just see. So first reaction is reaction involving the cleavage of OH bond. Means this bond is getting broken. Means phenol is also furnishing H positive. That is why it is also acidic in nature. Okay. So in this reaction, it shows or it indicates that phenol is acidic in nature. So reaction involving the cleavage of OH bond of phenol or reaction due to OH group. So just see, this reaction can be told like that also. Reaction due to OH group. Okay. Now the reaction of alcohol will be reaction of phenol will be bit different from phenol, because in alcohol what is there? Aromatic ring is not there. Here aromatic ring is there. So the first category is where OH bond gets cleaved. Okay. Second reaction is reaction involving the cleavage of this bond, COH bond. Okay. Just see. This bond is getting broken. Okay. I am talking of C of, this is C of, this is benzene ring only. Okay. This bond. Okay. Only one reaction is there. Okay. Third one reaction is reaction due to benzene ring. This ring. Okay. Only ring is taking part. OH is not taking part. OH will be as such. Okay. Third one is a special type of reaction. In a special type of reaction, OH and benzene ring both will take part. Okay. So these are the chemical properties of phenol. Okay. Now I am starting with the first one. Reaction involving the cleavage of OH bond. So first one is reaction with Na metal and NaOH. So just see, this is phenol. Okay. Phenol. It is reacting with sodium metal. So what is the product here? This O and Na plus what is there? Take this one 2. Take this one 2. Take this one also 2. H2. So hydrogen gas is removed or not? What is the name of this one? Sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide. Removal of hydrogen, you can write here evolution of H2 gas indicates that phenol is acidic in nature. Phenol is acidic in nature. So just see, alcohol was also giving this reaction, correct or not? But try to understand, phenol is one step ahead. How? Alcohol was not reacting with, just see here, I am writing this side now, just see, ROH plus NaOH. Here what was there? No reaction. What was there? No reaction. But just see, phenol, this is phenol, OF, okay. Now take here NaOH, aqueous. So here what you will get? Here again you will get sodium phenoxide, ONA plus what is there? H2O. Again sodium phenoxide you have got, sodium phenoxide. So this reaction indicate that of course alcohol is also acidic in nature, phenol is also acidic in nature, but alcohol was not reacting with NaOH, but phenol is reacting. It means phenol is better acid than alcohol, okay. This is indication, and will prove why, that also will prove, don't worry, okay. So this reaction indicates that phenol is also acidic in nature. But one thing is there, that is also important thing. Phenol, it is better to rub this side, these two, okay, this side, special reaction. Try to understand. See, phenol, this is OH, Na2CO3 or NaHCO3. Here what would be there? No reaction. What is there? No reaction, correct? Means what does it indicate? It indicates that phenol only reacting with strong base. With mild bases it is not reacting. So the meaning of this one is phenol is also not stronger than carboxylic acid. Okay, what about carboxylic acid? Suppose you have taken this one, this is benzoic acid, carboxylic acid or not? COOH, this is benzoic acid, okay. If you treat this compound with Na2CO3, so you will get here this product COONA, sodium benzoate plus what you will get? CO2 plus H2O, okay. So just see, benzoic acid, this is also aromatic compound. Phenol, this is also aromatic compound. Phenol, this is benzoic acid. So this is reacting benzoic acids. This is reacting with Na2CO3. Even you can take this one also, NaHCO3, okay. So benzoic acid is reacting. So it indicates that benzoic acid is a stronger acid than phenol, and alcohol is a weaker acid than phenol. Have you got it or not? One thing. Second one thing, now in the exam sometimes they ask how you will distinguish between following pairs. So if they have given phenol and benzoic acid, so these reaction can be used to distinguish, because phenol will not give this reaction, but benzoic acid will give this reaction, okay. So this is also for the examination preparation only, and this question you will have, how you will distinguish between following pairs. In such type of question, what should be there? We should select one test which has been given by one chemical compound, means which is given by one of the compound of pair and other should not give. So here suppose phenol and benzoic acid is there, so benzoic acid will give this test, but this will not give, okay. So this is all about the first category of reaction involving the cleavage of OH bond, okay, of phenol. Now what about this one, second reaction? Second reaction is reaction involving the, now there are so many things about the first one. Tomorrow I will complete all those things. Today just see. Now in second category only one reaction is there. That is why I would like to complete that one. Okay. See the second one. Reaction involving the cleavage of this COH bond. Just see in this category. This is very famous reaction. Many places you studied. Last year also you have studied. Treat this one with zinc dust. Zinc dust. Okay. So now here what you will get? Here you will get benzene. What here you will get? Benzene plus ZNO. And last year where you have studied this reaction? Last year you have studied this reaction in the method of preparation of benzene. Okay. And now this is zinc dust. This is reducing agent. This will take one oxygen and this H will be here only, because when benzene structure is like that, na, in phenol what would be the structure? This is the structure C and OH. Here H is not there. So when you treat this one with zinc dust, okay, so oxygen will be taken by the zinc and H will be taken by the carbon. Then only what you will have? C, this, and here H. This is only benzene. Okay. So now that's all for today. Under first category there are so many things. Comparative study of acidic nature of alcohol and phenol. Now resonating structures. Many more things are there. So we'll complete tomorrow. Thank you. Because today duration is almost more than 50 minutes. So I hope that you understood. Okay. Thank you. Please keep noting, and tomorrow exam is also there, chemistry exam. So please take care. Thank you.